Hi, this is Atsu. I think it's been a while to talk something in front of my camera, so I'm a little bit nervous. But today I'm going to talk about the difference between Australia and the Netherlands, because I used to live in Australia, and now I'm living in Netherlands on working holiday visa. I know a little bit of difference between them. I want to share with you guys. I picked out 6 factors to judge which country is better for English learners, or for me personally. So at the end of this video, I will tell you which country is better, in my opinion though. And if you are interested in working holiday visa or going outside of Japan, I think this video will help you a lot. Okay, let's get started. So at first, I'll tell you what is the factor that I picked out. Cost of living, language and people, safety level, weather, places to visit, and difficulties or problems. So, okay, I'll start the first one. Cost of living, Australia wins, definitely. I looked up the minimum wages earlier, and it's pretty much same, but Australia has 3 types of working condition: full-time, part-time, and casual. If you work as a casual worker, the third one, you get paid more. If you work as a part-time, you get paid 24 or 25 Australian dollar per hour. But if you work as a casual, I think you get paid 32, 33 per hour. That's the minimum. You get paid more if you work in Australia as a casual worker. The second one is languages and people. I would say Netherlands wins. Dutch people usually speak Dutch, but I can't speak Dutch at the moment. So, yeah, I always communicate with my colleague or customer in English. Everything in English. So, don't worry about it. You want to study English, you want to speak English, you can come here and speak English. It's not a big deal. But I have to say, not that every Dutch people can speak English. So I feel like sometimes I wish I could speak Dutch, because I can't communicate with them. I can't interact with them. If you could, I would like you to learn Dutch as well. The reason why I recommend English learners to come to the Netherlands is because there's less Japanese here. So that means you spend less time to speak Japanese with your friends. I didn't mean you shouldn't interact with Japanese people, because sometimes it's really comfortable to speak them in Japanese, in our mother tongue, right? Yeah, because living overseas is quite tough. There's a lot of things that you struggle with. Sometimes you have trouble talking with them, becoming a friend as well. So don't get me wrong. And third one is safety level. I think it's same. That's it. Same. Crazy people smoking drug or something are everywhere, right? Even in Japan. Maybe. Have you seen a weird crazy people on a train in Tokyo or in your town? You have, right? So these kind of people are everywhere. I saw them in Australia and Netherlands, Japan as well. So other than that, it's quite same safety level. The next, weather. For me personally, Australia wins, because it's really warm. I used to live in Brisbane. So Brisbane has really warm climate. I haven't seen snow. I don't remember. But even in winter, it's not as cold as Japan or Netherlands, I think. I've never stayed in the Netherlands in winter, but I've heard it's windy all day, all the time here. So Australia wins. And the next one is places to visit. I think the Netherlands wins. So Australia has huge nature thing. Even in Sydney, you can go to Blue Mountain. That was very nice, beautiful scenery. I took part in a tour. So the tour guide staff explained a lot of history or Aboriginal thing that was very interesting. But what's good thing to come here is you have easy access to other European countries, such as France, Belgium, the UK, Italy, Austria, Finland, Norway, Denmark, everywhere, That's really good if you want to go to travel around the world. So Netherlands wins. The last one, difficulties and problems. What I think is problems here or Australia is the weed. I hate the smells of weed, but a lot of people smoke weeds in both countries, so I hate it. The same level. And the housing problem here is worse. It's quite hard for me to find new place to live because I'm expat. When I came here, I didn't have a job. I didn't have much savings, and my visa was still pending in the process. When it comes to finding a place to live, I think it's much better to live in Australia. And job hunting, Netherlands wins easier than Australia because I think a lot of people try to move in Australia. Netherlands also accept a lot of people, but in my perspective, the job hunting in Australia is quite hard. You have to hand in CV directly to the restaurant or your workplace, but whereas in the Netherlands, you don't need to hand in CV. Send your CV via email or some application form, much easier. The visa, definitely Australia is easier because it took almost 2 months to get working holiday visa in Netherlands. So Australia is better. Okay, so I finished talking about the factors. So it's time for judgment. In my opinion, if you want to study or learn English, I recommend you to come to the Netherlands because, again, there's less Japanese living here. Don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean you shouldn't interact with Japanese people. You want to be soaked in English. You should listen to English. You should speak English all the time, right? So that's what I meant. Of course, it's really comfortable to speak Japanese with Japanese friends. They know how you feel when you are in the other countries. You might be lonely. You might feel depressed. Sometimes you need time to talk with your Japanese friends in Japanese. That's really helpful for your mind. So don't get me wrong, please. And the Netherlands has English school as well, English learning school. So if you want to study English at school, you can go to language school in Netherlands as well. I think it costs the half or below half compared to Australia. It's quite reasonable. Yeah, that's it. Living abroad is tough. If you've been to Canada, Australia, or other countries on working holiday visa, you might already know how hard it is and how you feel, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Let's make it together. So I hope this video will help you a lot. And yeah, if you want to know about Australia and the Netherlands, just leave your comment. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like as well. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.